conference play. We'll be back to take a look at the statistics and possibly get an interview with Red Devil head coach Jim Shaffer. We'll also select our Arby's player of the game. All that coming up after this 2-minute timeout. And we welcome you back to Evanston High School Gymnasium here on Variety 1240, KEVA Evanston, Wyoming, and KUGR Green River, if they are still with us. If you are, we appreciate the opportunity of being able to send that game back to Green River. Joined now with the last two Red Devil head coaches, former head coach Ken Demester and current Red Devil head coach Jim Shaffer. Coach, good overall effort today, a conference victory, one at home, and a good one to get out of here with.
Well, it's a great win, and we came out and did what we had to do, and that was, we had to have a win. If we win this thing, we're 3-2 halfway through the conference, and that puts us in the tie in second place with Rock Springs, and they still have to come here and play. So I feel pretty good about where we're at.
Coach Demester had pointed out that in the first half, Green River had a lot of looks, and it looked like Evanston came out in the second half, guarded the perimeter a lot better, and didn't give them. They were shooting the lights out from beyond the arc in the first half of play.
Well, they were, and we just really did a poor job defensively the whole first half. We came out trying to press, and we couldn't even get in it. We had guys couldn't remember we were pressing. We tried to play a little bit of zone and couldn't get the shooters. Went to man, they beat us off the dribble, so we pretty much exhausted all our defenses in the first half and didn't stop them at anything. And we spent most of our halftime discussing that lack of effort defensively, and came out in the second half and did a lot better job.
Coach, I really felt you really established yourself inside, where we got the ball where you wanted to, and I kept looking at the fact that your offense was so much more higher percentage than theirs. That 3-point line, they hit some threes, but you were coming down and you were getting some great looks inside, and then some kickbacks out, kicking it back outside after you hit some things inside. And I just felt your offense was really high percentage tonight. It was really tough defensively for them to contain you.
Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job with that, and that's something that we need to do every basketball game is use our post players. I mean, Brady and Lewis Horton and Ryan State and the people we have, Tom Arnold, that play in the post are, people just have a heck of a time matching up with us. And when we go inside first and play offensive basketball inside out, we're a lot better basketball team than when we stand around and just launch threes. And I think our perimeter players are starting to understand that the more times they throw it inside, the better shots they're going to get when we kick it back out, and we're getting some shots out of the offense, and we're getting shots after it's been inside out and you've collapsed the defense, and they get a lot better looks and a lot higher percentage shot than if we just come down and one pass it or dribble down and somebody shoots the three. So, we're fortunate that we have two really good perimeter shooters in Danny and Waylon, and then with those big post players inside, when we do the things we need to do and make sure we get the basketball inside, it makes it real tough for teams to defend us.
The other thing too, I thought you did a real good job of when they pressured you. You were 3-on-2 most of the time. You got numbers out of their pressure defense pretty much all night. You got the ball out, and you had graded numbers advantage on the other end. You had some great looks, great break buckets off of their defensive pressure that really didn't help them. You handled that pressure real well.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of that all weekend. Rock Springs pressed us a lot last night. And Green River, if they can, will press you for 32 minutes. And, it hurt us the last couple games. We had Laramie and Cheyenne East and Cheyenne Central. Last three, actually, it hurt us with some pressure. And, we went to work this last week, 4 practices, and really worked hard on taking care of the basketball against pressure and then trying to attack the pressure. And I think when teams get after it and extend their defense, you have to make them pay a little bit and attack the pressure. And, the work we did during the week really paid off this weekend.
Coach, a lot of players got the opportunity to play this afternoon and spread the scoring around. All 12 that saw action could have scored. All of them had some good looks, but 4 players in double figures, 9 in the scoring columns. Probably pleased with that.
Yeah, it's great when we get to balance scoring. Again, that's when we get the inside-out stuff.
Mm-hmm. Got some great moments out of Pat O'Brien.
Pat O'Brien played great in the second quarter.
Come in and gave you some great minutes.
We ran out of quarters with him, and he got some more in the second half. We had Lewis and Brady with 2 fouls each, and whenever we get that, I try to keep him on to the second half if we can get by. And Pat came in and played 6 or 7 minutes in the second quarter, and he must have had 5 or 6 points and played pretty well defensively, rebounded the ball, and he's come a long way. He's going to be a really good player in the program.
It seems like, you can exploit it a little bit against Green River. You did have the size advantage, but when Lewis and Brady get used to taking it to the hole with authority, I think that can only bode well for Evanston as we head on through the South 4A.
Exactly. I think the more we pass it inside, the better off we're going to be. And especially Brady's just a tough guy to defend. He's such a big body. And, when officials let him play and we get a chance to do that, and we get to keep him in the basketball game, it makes us a lot better. We kind of struggle when he's not in. And, like I said earlier, the more we get it inside, the better looks that Danny and Waylon and our perimeter shooters get. So that's something that I think we're getting a lot better understanding of as the year goes on, and hopefully we continue to improve with that.
Well, you got the victory today, but the big road trip, this guy's taken a lot of them, about 360 miles across to the other side of the state, and taking on probably the favorite at this point, but both Cheyenne schools up and coming for the Evanston Red Devils next weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough trip, and we just talked in the locker room. If we can somehow get a split out of that, we'd be in hog heaven, just a split. And you never know what can happen. I think we've got Central first, and they're the better of the two. And if we can, somehow get a win on Friday night, then I think we've got a chance to get two, because we've already shown we can beat East. So you never know what can happen. But at the very least, we'd like to come out of there with a split, and I think we do that. We've got home games coming up with Laramie and Rock Springs that if we take care of business at home and then go, and have Green River on the road and play like we're capable of playing, that split next week would be a big win for us.
Okay, Coach. Well, we'll be there along with you, and congratulations today. Good luck next weekend.
All right, thanks a lot.
Good job.